What's up, everyone? The Start Replay team are here at Gamescom 2017, and we've seen a lot of stuff today. We started the day off with Escape from Tarkov.
Escape from Tarkov is, I guess, some kind of like investigate-y, explore-y game where you have to escape from this fictional place, I assume fictional, don't quote me on that, called Tarkov. And there's, there's whole, there's like trading going on for weapons and all this, and there'll be quests during each mission and all that, and it's a super, super in-depth game. And, talking to the guys that make it, they're saying, one game or one match, whatever you want to call it, can take, between like an hour, hour and a half, max 2 hours, It's a real in-depth kind of game, and it looks really cool. It looks very polished at the moment. It's only beta, but it looks very polished. And yeah, should be a fun one to try out.
And then we had, at 12 o'clock, a meeting with Fraser Nash, the very best man over at Wargaming, to talk about probably the most notable thing from our meeting were war stories. And for those of you who don't know, World of Tanks is a game, MMO, tank MMO, massively multiplayer online game where tanks fight against each other, and it's very, it's just about combat really, and they haven't introduced any story before. But War Stories offers a bit more of a campaign to it, which can be played in co-op or solo, and adds, I suspect, a bit more of a narrative. Yeah, we also managed to try out the Hololens, which we weren't really expecting. It just appeared from nowhere. We're like, oh look, it's a Hololens. So then Tom put it on and saw a tank in this like 3D space, and then I put it on and saw the tank in a 3D space. You didn't try it though. Did you try it?
I did have a look.
Oh, you did try it? I couldn't remember.
Well, after World of Tanks, I went to see State of Decay 2, which is coming out next year, I believe. And that looks good. It looks much more fresh compared to the old game.
Nobody likes a fresh zombie more than Richard.
Love a fresh zombie. They've got a new system of your survivors being turned into zombies now, and so you have to, if you can't heal them, if you don't have the meds available, you have to either execute them or exile them from your camp.
So am I correct in saying that State of Decay 2, as opposed to the first game, has a bit more consequence involved, because your survivors and your friends could potentially turn into zombies, and then you're like, fuck, well, I've got to kill them now. Or maybe I'll just, let them run free in the forest.
Well, yeah, especially because there's a finite amount of characters you can have in the game, and they all have their own specialities. So, like, in the demo I saw, their surgeon was the one that they had to execute. Well, actually, they made everyone in the room choose with thumbs up or thumbs down, like Roman gladiatorial style, whether we execute them or exile them.
Tom, you saw Forza 7 in 4K, HDR, 60 FPS.
The visuals are amazing, and the guy presenting, can't remember his name, nice guy, was kind of very, very keen to push the point that they'd really, that the visuals are amazing and the weather effects and all that, and he was right. There was he was explaining about the weather being very dynamic, so you could be driving around a track, it's super sunny, but in the distance you can see the clouds just start to form a storm rolling in. A few more laps time, that storm will hit, puddles, rain, all that, and then in a few more laps time it might have gone, but the puddles will still be there, and the effects of the weather were amazing. And he showed us a shot inside the cockpit, inside the car, basically, in the driver's seat.
We also got to play Call of Duty World War II, well, Tom and myself did. Unfortunately, Richard hasn't. Yeah, he was having a Chinese. I've got a little bit sick of Call of Duty last year with Infinite Warfare. It is Infinite Warfare, isn't it? Yeah, I want to say Infinity Warfare, Infinite Warfare. So Infinity Warfare for me, and the whole Call of Duty series of how it's been going, more into the future, and jetpacks and jumping and sliding and all of this crazy stuff. As soon as you get into a game, you're just like, you're dead. But what I liked, Modern Warfare Remastered came back, and that brought it back to a really back to its roots and back to a simpler time where jetpack jumping and sliding across floors and doing combos and modified weapons. Well, they've got modified weapons now, but it was just a lot simpler. And that's what World War II Call of Duty felt like to me. I could jump into it. I was racking up kills. I had a 10-kill streak within the first match. It was really, really cool. What are your feelings on it, Tom?
Ditto. No, pretty much.
Okay, so that's all we need to say.
No, it's the same. So, since Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare all have the jump pack, boost pack, whatever you want to call it, mechanics, all varying slightly different. And you get used to it after a while, but it's not something I particularly like in Call of Duty. Like with an FPS, I kind of want to be boots on the ground, run around, shoot shit, and be good at shooting shit. And with the jetpack and stuff, there was just too much to think about, and it took away from the enjoyment. But yeah, as Josh said, World War II is a much simpler time. It is boots on the ground. It is set in the past and not 50 million fucking years in the future. And it's good. It's good. The weapons feel good when you shoot people. You know, it's rewarding. The maps looked awesome as well, very polished. Kill streaks as well. Yeah, everything was really good about it. So I'm looking forward to the beta in a few days' time, and then release in November sometime.
Another game that we saw was Catch and Release. Catch and Release is a VR game for Oculus Rift and HTC Vive. As the name would suggest, it's a game about fishing. You and a lake. Tom played it first.
Oh, it's great. I love it. I don't like fishing, but I like this. I like this game.
You don't like VR, never mind fishing. You're like, oh, VR is just a gimmick. And then you were like, try it on. And you were like, oh, wow. Insert Owen Wilson everywhere in this video. Wow.
Yeah, no, I just really enjoyed it. I don't know, because there was all the whole VR, you've got to be up and about and dancing around your room, doing all crazy shit, and you just get hot and sweaty. But this, they were like, you don't need to move around, you just sit down. You're in your boat, you sit down, that's it, and you fish. You can row about a bit, which is nice. The scenery's glorious.
Takes a similar style to the game Firewatch.
Yeah, Firewatch. So they based all of their, they took inspiration for a lot of their artwork from Firewatch. Of course, I think they said it was set in around the Canadian mountains, didn't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just cut Tom off. He's just like...
Not needed anymore.
Come back. I need you. What I liked about Catch and Release, right? Okay, I have the PSVR and I have the HTC Vive, so I played a lot of VR games, and what I like about Catch and Release is that they are working on like the smaller details. So you're in your boat, you've got a radio there, you can play your own music. You'll be able to play your own music, put your own music in there, which is really, really cool. Just adds another layer of immersion. No, it was a good first day at Gamescom 2017. There were lots of things to do, lots of things to see. Pretty relaxed. We got all the things that we need now, all the fast passes and gubbins and stuff to keep us out of queues. Tom's having trouble with his feet. Tom's just having trouble in general, really. But yeah, I hope you enjoy watching this as much as we have presenting it to you. And if you want to subscribe, by all means do via this little button here. Here's a video which I thought you might like to watch, which I'll cover over Richard's face. If you want to leave a comment, then do so. If you like it, like it. If you don't, you know what to do. And we'll see you with our video log number 2 tomorrow.